I'm Cliff Albert. An organization in San Diego that helps foster kids by providing court-appointed special advocates called Voices for Children is looking for volunteers as it celebrates its 45th anniversary in San Diego. I talked with the president and CEO, Jessica Muñoz.
Voices for Children is the Court-Appointed Special Advocate, or CASA program, serving San Diego County. We train and support community volunteers to advocate for children in foster care.
And advocating for foster children, it sounds so simple when you say it, but tell us about that. What's involved in that?
Really, from the child's point of view, the court-appointed special advocate, or CASA volunteer, really spends a lot of time getting to know that child, getting to know their hopes and dreams, wishes for the future, coming to understand who the important people are in that child's life. And from the system's perspective, the judges, social workers, and other professionals, the CASA becomes someone who has really unique insights. Through that relationship that the CASA volunteer develops with the child, they can make observations and speak up about any unmet needs that the child might have.
Now, obviously, you look for volunteers. You look for people to volunteer to be these CASA volunteers. How does that work, and what does it take to be a person like that?
CASA volunteers are truly the heart and hands of everything that we do at Voices for Children. It's really those CASA volunteers who provide the direct service to the children that Voices for Children serves every year. We're looking for adults who are 21 years of age or older, have the time and heart to share, and we provide all of the training as well as ongoing support that volunteers need to be really impactful in their role.
And how do you convince people who might be a little hesitant? I can imagine when I was thinking about this, about being a volunteer, dealing with the foster kids, advocating for them, watching out for them, that can feel a little overwhelming, I would think, to people who just first start out.
It can. I'd make one major recommendation, which is to attend an information session. We offer information sessions every month. It's an opportunity to learn more about the role and, importantly, about the training as well as ongoing support that CASA volunteers receive from Voices for Children.
And people of all ages can volunteer?
Anyone 20 years or 21 years of age or older is welcome to learn more about becoming a CASA volunteer.
Do you find there are more women than men than women, or kind of a mixture?
We do have more women than men, and that is something that CASA programs across the country also notice. We always want to encourage any men listening who think that they might be interested in volunteering to learn more. Some of the youth that wait the longest to be matched with their CASA are boys who've specifically requested a male volunteer.
And what do the foster parents say about all this?
Foster parents appreciate often that there's someone outside of the home who has the time and interest to really get to know that child as an individual, to understand their holistic needs, and to provide another perspective to important decision makers like social workers and judges.
It's interesting when you read about what your organization does, Voices for Children, you're talking about kids who often will come out of abusive, neglected, very difficult kind of situations, and that's why they're in foster care, obviously. The stories that you hear about these kids, it must make you feel very satisfied when some of these CASA volunteers make the kind of difference that you want them to make.
That's absolutely true. Most of the children that Voices for Children serves have experienced trauma in some way. And while the reason for their involvement in foster care may be very sad or frustrating, one of the things that gives us at Voices for Children so much hope is that there are literally hundreds of San Diegans who are choosing to volunteer their time and give back in this way.
That's terrific that you have that many people willing to volunteer. If somebody's listening right now and wants to get involved, who do they contact? What do they do?
The best thing to do is to visit our website, speakupnow.org, speakupnow.org.
What's the greatest challenge for you as head of this organization in terms of trying to fill the needs for all these foster kids?
There are two things at Voices for Children that we always need. We need more CASA volunteers because as grateful as we are for the volunteers who are serving kids right now, new children enter the foster care system every week, and we want them to have a volunteer by their side as well. We're also a nonprofit organization, and so that means that we're always seeking to secure the resources that we need, donations, grants, corporate giving, in order for us to continue to provide the really excellent training and support it takes to make sure that our CASA volunteers have a great, fulfilling experience.
For information about the Voices for Children's annual fundraiser in October, just go to voicesforchildren.org. Cliff Albert, KOGO News.